Good morning and welcome back to a day that we are sparking. I'm uploading this video on a Saturday. It is actually July 4th when I'm recording this video and doing these deliveries. So hopefully, being a holiday, we'll have a good day. I guess we'll see. Real quick to start this video off, I want to do a June recap and I want to let you know what my goals are for July with this. So for June and in July, I'm going to give you better numbers. I did this Saturday and I kind of tracked things differently and I liked the way that I tracked them that day. So I'm going to try to do that moving forward so that I can give you better numbers. For June, I started this in June. June 20th was my first day doing this. So most of June, I did not do this. I worked 6 days in June. Some I worked the whole day, 8 to 4. Some days I just did an hour or 2 or 4 hours, but I did 6 days total. I did 26 trips total. However, I didn't document how many actual deliveries that was. I'll do that for July. And I did not do how many was Walmart versus how many was Sam's. I want to say of the 26 trips, I think 4 or 5 were Sam's and the rest were Walmart, but don't quote me on that. I made a total earnings of $526.99 doing this over that 6-day period. Trip pay of that was $358.87, and then of that total earnings, $147.12 was tips, and then I had $21 in incentives. There was 2 incentives that I qualified for. So that is June recap on how we did. So remember, I'm doing this to work on paying off debt and to work on saving money to get a new car. So we're in July. It is July 4th. This is my first day this month going out here and doing this. I did set kind of a high goal, I feel like, for this month, and then thought about it, and it's a really busy month for me, but I didn't want to lower the goal. So we're just going to kind of see how it plays out. So my goal this month is to see if I can make $1,200 doing this. And then the second goal this month, as far as debt goes, is to pay off 3 debts this month. And I'll kind of give you guys an update on how we're rolling with that each Saturday when I post a video. So the first video of the month, I'll try to recap the last month and let you know what the goal is for the current month. Let's get on Spark and see how we do today. So it is currently 9:13 and I am getting ready to click the Spark Now button. There is an incentive today, so I am going to try to hit that. The incentive time frame is from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., but I am going to be out most of the day. If you complete 3 trips, you get a $15 incentive. So we're going to try to hit that today as well. So that'll be good. So let's see what orders come across. All right, so I just accepted this offer. I wasn't really gonna do any of these big ones today, but I was sitting here bored, so I did it. It is currently 9:29, and so it is 31 miles. It is 1 hour 55 minutes, and it has 15 drop-offs, so 42:16. So let's go pick this up and do some deliveries. Okay, so we got loaded, but I'm having an issue, and so I'm waiting on chat support to help. Someone came last night and picked up their order instead of having it be delivered to them today. So that's throwing it off because it's still showing that it has to be delivered. And then one order they have listed on here twice, and so it scanned the labels once, but it's not bypassing the second one. So hopefully we can get this resolved quickly. It's already 9:53. I got here at 9:30, confirmed arrival at 9:30. So I'll keep you posted. It is currently 10:07. I'm still on chat support and getting frustrated. So they fixed part of the issue, but there's one issue that is still pending. So someone placed an order. They decided not to wait for it to be delivered. They came last night and picked it up. The lady inside said when they mark it delivered on their end, whatever is attached with that batch automatically shows as delivered if someone comes and picks it up. It's like part of their system that needs to be fixed but hasn't been fixed. Well, then it duplicated orders on this list and randomly put orders on this list, so their batch didn't match what my batch shows. So at this point, I'm ready to just cancel. They can come unload the car, because when they took it off of my end, they keep deducting money for each order they're taking off, which I get, but at the same time, I've just wasted 40 minutes doing this. And he's like, well, it's off on our end, but it's not off on my end, so I can't move forward. So I don't know. It's 10:41 and chat support could not fix it. They transferred me to a tier 2 person. They couldn't figure it out. So they're like, you just have to take everything back to the store. So I go to take everything back to the store, and the lady's like, can we try something? Can I give you a number? I'm like, yes. So we try that. It lets the label get accepted as scanned, but then it removes it from my order because it is already technically delivered. She picked it up last night. So now I have that accepted, but since they had told me to already take it, she told me to cancel the trip, but it had been over 30 minutes. I couldn't cancel the trip. And so she was like, you still have to take everything back to the store. Eventually it's going to drop off and then you can move forward from there. But I don't know how long it's going to take. So I'm back on chat support now and making sure that I can move forward with delivering these orders now that they're like an hour and a half behind. So I couldn't cancel it on my order on my end. I'm making sure that they didn't cancel it on their end with the tech support. So she's checking that for me real quick, then I'll get this stuff delivered. I'm frustrated. I'm beyond frustrated because I've wasted, by the time all is said and done, an hour and a half. And this delivery pretty much should be completed. Not to mention, they also, when they took the orders off, they dropped the pay. So I accepted it for $42.16. Now it's $38.62 is what it is going at. And I've wasted an hour and a half of my day. The lady inside was super helpful both times that I had to speak with her. And so she gave me some tips. She said if it happens again, if a customer picks up their order but it's still showing on yours, check to make sure that there is get them to redo a label for you and give you the tote ID number. You should be able to bypass everything and it take it off, and it clears it on their end too. They had so basically this order, her picking up this order seemed to throw the whole thing off. They literally had a basket full of stuff that had been misbatched. Okay, she said everything is good. She's documented everything. I can move forward with doing the orders, and hopefully nothing goes against me since this was not my fault. So let's go deliver these packages finally. This route was a bust. That's all I'm gonna say. It, like, the amount of complications that I had with this route massively was not worth the headache. It was not worth the money, whatever. I think it's gonna be a while before I take another one of these big batch routes, because this one just did me in, and I'm thankful that this was not my first one, because this in itself would have just made me quit. So I had 2 customers on my route that had the same last name. One of them picked up their order yesterday, as I stated earlier. They canceled the wrong order when I called support, even when support couldn't help me. What they did do messed up, so they canceled it. The other girl still ended up being on my route, so I still had to go to that person's house. Couldn't do anything. I don't have a package for her. She picked her package up. It should have already been marked delivered and never even put on my route, but it was. So now I have to go to Walmart, because I put that I didn't have access to it, because I don't have access to the package. There's not very many options that you can do. So now it's expecting me to return something to Walmart, and don't have anything to return to Walmart for that particular person, but I have the package for the person that they canceled. That was the wrong person. So headed back to Walmart now. They put this back on my route for the return, so I'm just calculating it and the mileage. This route was supposed to be right at 2 hours or a little less, if I remember correctly. I confirmed arrival at 9:30. It is now 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. That's how this has transpired. Yeah, so there's that. Happy 4th to me. This is what we're doing. So I'm gonna take this package. I hope that the lady that I talked to earlier is there, and that I can talk to her and get this whole thing squared away, since she has an idea of what I'm dealing with. So hopefully she'll be there, make this a smooth transition. And then I'm honestly debating on taking a break after this, because this was not worth it at all. But every job has its frustrations, so this is it for today. I'm gonna regroup and hopefully get less complicated things next time. Alright, so I am back and refreshed. I ate some food. I got some water to drink. We're going to try this again. We're going to see how it goes for round 2. It looks like, I would show you, but it doesn't look this way, but back behind me, where it just came from, it looks like it's going to storm, which I know there was a chance of storms today, which we need the rain around here, so. It is currently 2:11, so I took about an hour break. We are back on. We will see if we get anything. That last one was a bust. I kind of don't even want to go over the numbers with that one, but I confirmed my arrival at 9:30. I ended my time at 1:15. I drove 46.7 miles. I did 14 drop-offs, and my rate dropped to $38.62, where it removed one of the orders. And I even wrote in my book, this trip was horrible. So, good times. So, not off to the best start, but we're here. We have a new offer. Let's see what it is. Ooh, it's a shopping one. 3 miles, 32 minutes. 9 items. Let's take it. Let's do it. It'll put us in the grocery store for a little bit, and yeah, so let's go get some groceries. There's our storm clouds rolling in. It did start raining while I was on that last run. So we are back, and it definitely started raining while I was on that last run. The last run numbers real quick: confirmed arrival at 218, and I dropped off the stuff at 256. Trip mileage was 3.4 miles, and I accepted that at 1740 for the rate. So shopping would have been a tad bit quicker, but they had me going back and forth. Like I said, that's one thing I don't like about shopping, is you don't get to pick the order in which you shop. And so sometimes you do backtrack while you're shopping. It is 3:08, so we are in our incentive period. I need to try to be mindful of the orders that I'm taking and make sure they're curbside, because curbside are the only ones that qualify for incentive. But if a good shopping one comes across, we'll take it. There were a bunch of orders that came when I made the last drop. There were a bunch of orders that came through, and I was watching them. One, they came through at like 2:55, so I was trying to just hold out until after 3 o'clock to get them. And it looks like they might have been taken up. Some of them mileage didn't match, and then I just didn't like the area of town that it was taking me. So right now we have a Sam's offer, and the Sam's offer is for $12.85 for 23.3 miles, 4 drop-offs, 1 hour and 13 minutes. No. That's the thing with the Sam's orders. I feel like the Sam's orders are always low offers for the mileage that they want you to go, and for the amount of orders you're dropping and the amount of time it is. Once in a blue moon, you'll get a good Sam's order, but in general, you won't. So one of the orders that had been sitting for a while came back through. That came back through, I think, at 1563 is what I saw. Somebody snagged that one up, which is fun. That one had 3 stops, and 2 of the stops had, one stop had a case of water and 2 cases of soda, and then the other stop had a case of soda. So, and then a couple gallons of things. I think there was a gallon of tea and a gallon of milk. So, I just wasn't feeling that. So, we'll sit here for a little bit, see what comes across. It is, I gotta pick Jay up at 4. So, we'll see if anything comes across that I can do before time to pick him up. All right, just accepted an order, $9, 5 miles, 28 minutes, 1 stop. And you arrive at 3:45, so we'll be good. It's 3:30 now. I'm just gonna play my game for a few minutes, and then after that I'll go get Justin. Ironically, the person that's on this order also had another order that came through, so I guess she's ultimately just going to get 2 deliveries back to back. But her other order was with a combined order, so that one had 2 drop-offs, where this one is just that drop-off. Okay, so they must have glitched that one out, because that trip went away. So I'm going to go get Justin and come back and maybe do a few more to see if I can get the incentive. Ironically, I just got an offer to deliver basically all the packages that was messed up on the internet order. Like, seriously? No. Okay, so I just decided to come home. I was not feeling it anymore. I'm starting to get a headache. I picked Justin up. He wasn't feeling very good, so I was like, you know what? Let's just go home. I have been getting offers ever since, but the offers seem to be the same offer. So I don't know if Spark is glitching right now or what, but it's like the same 3 offers are coming. And like they disappear for a while, but then they're coming back, but they're coming back at a lower amount, which doesn't make sense. So I don't know. Today was a bust. I'm just gonna put it out there. I should have just stayed my butt at home today. But we completed 2 trips. One was the shopping trip, and that was $17.40. And then the first one that we did this morning was $38.62. That one was supposed to be 1 hour and 42 minutes. That one ended up being 3 hours and 45 minutes. So that right there kind of messed up the day. So I'm not even gonna do the math on this one. I'm not. My head hurts too bad. So that is it for today. I worked from 9:13 to about 1:15. I took a break, and then I signed back on at 2:13, and then I basically was pretty much done at 2:56 because I accepted that one order that they canceled. So yeah, so that was it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next Saturday with another Saturday side gig for you to spark along with me. Hopefully I can have some better numbers for you next Saturday. So, but you guys take care. Have a great week. Let's tackle these goals together because we can do it. And I will see you guys next time.